Imagine this. You're in the middle of a debate, not the kind with microphones and judges, but the kind that unfolds across dinner tables, online threads, or in the silence between two people who once understood each other. Your pulse rises, words sharpen. Every sentence becomes a small war. You're not just defending a point, you're defending yourself. But what if I told you the battle was already lost? There's a strange idea buried deep in the writings of a man who spent more time observing the human soul than trying to save it, Friedrich Nietzsche. He believed real power doesn't scream, it doesn't beg to be right, it doesn't even argue. It chooses not to. Let's explore why silence isn't weakness and why the strongest people often say the least. Most of us think arguing is about the truth. But Nietzsche believed something darker, that arguments are mostly about the ego. We fight because we're threatened by contradiction, by doubt, or by the fear that we might be wrong. But if you need to prove you're powerful, are you really? Nietzsche's concept of the will to power isn't about dominance over others. It's about mastery over yourself. The one who stays calm in chaos is in control. The one who doesn't flinch already won. This is the ideal he called the Übermensch, the overman. Not someone who wins every fight, but someone who decides which battles are even worth acknowledging. Let's meet three very different masters of this idea. First, Socrates. He didn't shout people down. He asked questions, simple, piercing ones. He let others expose their contradictions, gently pulling apart their certainty. He never needed to say, "You're wrong." He made people realize it on their own. That's influence. Next, Steve Jobs. He wasn't silent, but he was selective. He didn't argue just to win. He argued to shape. He let people speak, let them resist, and then calmly redirected their energy toward his vision. He led not with noise, but with gravity. And finally, Miyamoto Musashi, a legendary samurai who knew that the best fight is the one you don't have. He disarmed his enemies not just with his blade, but with his silence. He showed up late, unbothered, calm, and in doing so, he shattered their rhythm before the first move. So what do all three have in common? They didn't waste energy on emotional noise. They didn't react. They directed. Their silence wasn't emptiness. It was a decision, a tactic, a power play. Next time you're tempted to argue, pause. Ask yourself, am I speaking to convince or to protect my pride? Because true strength isn't about being loud. It's about being undisturbed. And when you master that, you won't need to win arguments. You'll be the one who decides whether they happen at all.